gallows. Shed this news, bear my gold, lay me in the shallows. Evil come if you call my name, the wicked they shall rise. The river sand's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the river. Blood upon the valley. Take this sword, the ill I've done, deliver me from worry. The devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna pull me through, the river she can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the
stands alone, silent weeping for no one. Can you hear how the wind blows in the valley of forgotten souls? Time will wait for no man, haunting stranger, the devil's hand. Some mother's child never came home from the valley of forgotten souls. Don't go down to the valley Dead of night, end of days, whispering hollow, rusted chain, rotted flesh, dead man's bones, in the valley of forgotten souls. All good things come to him. Holy water, raise the dead. Angel's breath, cold as stone, in the valley of forgotten souls.
Hear the devil calling. Hear the devil calling. Well, I hear the devil calling. Gotta pay him what he's due. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of war. See the fields burning. See the fields burning. Well, I see the fields burning, 'cause hell is coming through. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of war. Feel the river rising. Feel the river rising. Well, I feel the river rising. Devil's coming up for you. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of war. I can't stop the dogs of war.
come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. this time tomorrow there ain't gonna be blue skies. I walk a lonely mile, so many years I roam. I'm sinking slowly, so low. Lord, won't you take me home? The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. Now I'm buried in a shallow grave by the riverside, marked off with a granite stone and the date I died. Let down for no good reason, chose to walk the way I did. And now whatever I see coming up ahead, now the devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down.
Welcome to The Descent. Nope, I have to start recording. I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Descent. We have a special sort of recap by our own Chris/London Rose, and I will play it. I will play it now.
How does an underground black ops company in need of some justice somehow defeat a duke in her corruption? How did we emerge victorious from the quagmire? Leave Van Thamper Manor, raising Blaze Portier's own stock higher. Yo, turns out we got a secret weapon. An orphan, just a young kid, but he's not afraid to step in. Killing all the baddies and stuffing his bags with fortune. Everybody give it up for the company's favorite fucking trick. With the battle, my blood was so ultra phenomenal. Gotta be at least a couple feet away to keep the feet away. It's gotta beat away. I'm engaging them from range. It's the same man, where's the brain man? Make it a rest and I'm done. Legal just so fun. Friendships, strengthening in the grips of all the trials and tribulations Ariel inflicts. We can clean up Boulder's Gate and bring this faction to its knees. But for this to succeed, man, there's still someone that we need. These accused motherfuckers that you have been blessed to see best of the company. While I'm up and I'll make lightning from that ecstasy. Hand me an arrow, I'll put on this marrow with that sharp shoot. Yeah, I see some of rucksack. We got a little Drake butt back. We got a little Drake butt back. We got a little Drake butt back. I summon you, Django Man, come to explain what a little Drake butt back. Rest of second company. The devil's waiting in the fields for you. When we join up right now, together we can turn the tide. Second company. Think of all that's been taken away. If we can manage to get this right, we'll live the fight another night. The world will never be the same. Second company.
Okay.
I have no idea what happened last session. That was wonderful.
Let me get rid of that. Just mute it, I guess. Put Spotify back on and play the music. All right. What a beautiful recap. Now I have Guns and Ships stuck in my head. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette. Okay. So, we find ourselves. The Descent. Fade to black. We are in a ruined temple. The air in the ruined temple is thick with dust. Rows of crumbling pillars rise to meet the vaulted ceiling, their stonework cracked and weathered by years of neglect. Humanoid bones lie scattered across the floor, half buried in dust. Above, a tarnished copper bell hangs in the belfry, visible through a gaping, jagged hole in the ceiling. The Alturian refugees, weary and bruised, gather in the center of the hall, their faces brightening with relief as they turn towards you. With voices wavering between exhaustion and gratitude, they thank you. Some gripping your hands in thanks, other nodding in solemn appreciation. And we will see Rhea Mantlemorn, the Hell Rider knight, stand up and face you all. She'll say, "These good people are safe now, thanks to you. Together, we have triumphed over darkness this day. The companion may be gone, but it still watches over us, and by its light, our path remains clear. Stand tall, friends. Today, we have earned not only victory, but a moment of respite. Let us take this night, this triumph, and celebrate the light we have kindled. We have a weary road ahead, But for now, we deserve rest. And you will see that after thanking all of you, the refugees will begin to go through what gear and stuff that they have brought with them, and they're like preparing a meal for the group of you in this abandoned temple, as if in celebration of your victory. What would you guys like to do?
Someone cooking for me for once. This is nice. Yeah, Vin will just flop down and she's like exhausted.
Yep.
She's just gonna take a moment.
It is
rest.
like midnight right now. Oh, wait, I forgot an important thing. The most important thing about this session. It is the day before Halloween. So in true tradition, right, we pretend that our characters have different Fortnite skins on. So they will have their Halloween costumes on just for this episode, and it could be meta or whatever, but I want to know what everyone's Halloween costume is. So who wants to go first?
Well, since I was already talking, like, what's the name of, like, not Iron Man, but like Iron Man's buddy, like the Don Cheadle character, who has like the
War Machine?
Yeah, War Machine. It's like a War Machine suit that Vin has on with like little like Batman wingtips or whatever. On the helmet.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So you're dressed up as like a War Machine. Sweet. Who's next?
Tanis has his hair kind of dyed white and slicked back a little bit. And he's got a gold tracksuit on that has it zipped down with chest hairs popping out. And he loves gold!
Alrighty. Who's next?
August is in one of those like really cheap Party City versions of the costume of Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, but like the little candle flame is his like ASMR halo.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Ophelia, or no, London too. Are you muted? Yeah. Go ahead, Ophelia.
Oh, I don't have one. I didn't.
Oh, you got to come up with something.
Okay.
What's an iconic dragon?
The one from Shrek.
Could you have like just like other fake like heads coming off and be Tiamat?
Tiamat.
Oh,
That would be hilarious. I want to do that.
Okay.
Tiamat.
You're dressed up as Tiamat. That's cool. Okay, and then London.
I think Django would have one of the hyena skulls on, doing his best Cubone impression, if anyone remembers the old Pokemon. And London would have a jack-o'-lantern carved upside down and put it on his head, like the big pothead guy from that game that you guys like, that 1v1s everyone.
It's funny because I know what he's talking about, and I'm trying to watch Will figure out what he's talking about.
Talking about let me solo her.
Let me solo her.
Let me solo
the
Jarhead. Yeah.
Jarhead.
And pumpkin. I'm like,
he has a big pumpkin on his head. So
That's
be
hilarious.
Jarhead.
That's good. Okay, Philaster is, because it's culturally appropriate, dressed up as Aladdin. The Disney's Aladdin. Because he can. Alright, so we are in the... Okay, now we just imagine all of our characters in these funny outfits. And what are you guys doing?
I guess Ophelia will check to see if there's anyone grievously injured.
In fact, the only people that really took any damage is your party. The rest of the people inside of this temple seem to be fine. They're a little banged up. They're fine.
Tanis, we're going to get some lay on hands. One second, I'll get a character sheet up there. 10 lay on hands to Tanis. The golden light from her hands flickers faintly before it actually takes hold.
Golden light. Say the line.
I love gold.
Thin light. We all okay then? That got a little heavier than I anticipated.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a whole nother party of gnolls on the side of the building. Fuck, I hate these things.
Aye, aye.
I'm not the most experienced with the beasts of the forest this down south, but this seems like a rather large band.
Is it normal for them to be that organized? I thought they were more rabid beasts. I mean, ambushes we know aren't out of the question, but they... I mean... They had lookouts in the tower. Is that normal for gnolls?
Would London be able to attest to this, DM?
You are familiar with gnolls. Why don't you make a history or nature or survival check? Not survival.
History and nature, both flat rolls, 15.
It's not unheard of. There are like two different kinds of groups, I think is what... There are like roving bands of gnolls, and there are war bands. And war bands are generally more organized because their leader is smarter.
Right. This must be a war band. I've seen them but once before many years ago, and indeed they can be large in numbers and quite crafty for the beasts they are. Spits on the ground after saying that.
I don't know about you all, but I had a great time.
I guess this...
suppose... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I suppose this changes nothing, though, Gauntlet. Still, we head south to Candlekeep.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I could think that would change was maybe we start helping escort these people to wherever they're going, but I don't know, that's gonna add a long time to our trip.
That is a good question. Rhea, where are you going?
Yeah, so this whole time Ray has been like helping out and stuff, and she will come and sit next to you guys. I imagine there's like a campfire under the belfry, right? That's letting the smoke out, and she just comes and joins you guys, and she says, "I've been leading these refugees south, away from Baldur's Gate, since none of us seem to be welcome there. We've been headed toward Athkatla, where maybe we will be more accepted. Forgive me, I have failed to ask, who are you all? What are your names?"
London will pipe up immediately. I'm second company. This is my London. I mean, this is London. I'm Django.
You're London and...
London, Django,
Django.
second company. My apologies.
Oh,
We
wait.
do also have names. I'm August.
August.
Bad backstory filler stuff. Unimportant details.
Do you all introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'll just quickly Tanis, Sildelia.
Phalaster
Second company.
Fisk. I am not second company.
Ophelia, second in command. Or third in command.
Oh.
Ben Boomdiggles, I'm basically the glorified chef, but I like to think I'm more than that.
Oh.
Second company, you say? You're all Flaming Fist. What brings you?
think so.
What brings you so far south? It's not every day I see soldiers this far from the city and not immediately arresting a Hellrider. She says with a little bit of disdain.
We're off duty right now.
Yeah, we needed some time outside the city, you say. Just like you were saying, the refugee situation. We've been trying to help as much as we can, but, you know, even the Flaming Fist needs a bit of a break here and there.
Where are you headed?
Down south, Candlekeep.
Well, I don't see any reason to make these people any more suspicious of us. We are headed to Candlekeep. Let's just say we've been given special dispensation to leave the city. We know the Hell Riders, us 5 personally, know the Hell Riders had nothing to do with what happened in Elturel. So you have nothing to worry about from us.
That is good to hear. I will say I am a bit unsettled. And she will, like, motion over towards Django. That dragon of yours, I don't mean to be ungrateful. It was certainly helpful, but it's unsettling. In Elturel, we are taught dragons are beings of great power and ambition, often beyond mortal understanding. Most tales speak of them as threats to be wary of, not allies.
Django here's no threat, and also no mere dragon, a subsect, Drake, and him and I bear some sort of connection. You're welcome to pet him if you want.
I will say I will not, thank you.
Oh.
Django's like, are you sure? You know, like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
okay.
I'm so cute. She will still be pretty weary of Django.
We've heard the same thing about Hell Riders from the Fist, so maybe not everyone's the same.
It is good that the companion has brought you to me, to us, and that we are all on the same page. We are not enemies.
Sophia making faces as she goes on to talk about the companion and how great it is.
She might be looking at August from now and then, but she's being pretty quiet.
How far is Candlekeep from whatever you need to go? You're heading south, yeah?
Oh, it's outside of the Sword Coast, much further south. Actually, it's still on the Sword Coast, I think.
Yeah, it's
Just further
not
south. Yeah.
Faerun? Is Faerun the continent? No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Favorite.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
it's still
supercontinent.
Faerun.
Yeah, it's still Faerun. Yeah. It's above Kalimshan. Let's just say that. Kalimshan is the furthest south you can go.
Perhaps we can travel together then, even for a little bit. Looking to August and all but tugging on his robe.
I mean, we'll certainly see what we can do.
Nothing else, we could clear the road.
Yeah,
Future war bands.
I cannot express my gratitude for what you have done for me and the refugees. Truth be told, I had hoped to continue traveling with you, but I know that you have a mission. Something larger than even this. I know I would not be a burden for you, but those I protect would only slow you down.
This wouldn't be the first time we're helping refugees. I suppose have some experience with it.
Oh yeah, we're great at protecting refugees. Probably the best around, I'd say.
We only lost, what, 3 or 4?
London is correct. There's nobody else around.
That's like Aragorn being like, then I'll die as one of them. And all the guys are like, what? No. She will say, I am eternally grateful, and I know of the sacrifices one must undertake in the name of duty. The Creed Resolute has taught me that. To stand against evil, we give up our safety, our comfort, our homes, and sometimes even those we love.
I'm sorry. Can you excuse us for a moment?
Yeah.
I'm going to take Ophelia out of here before this gets worse.
Okay.
And just be like, all right. I'm gonna leave it to you because you've just recently experienced what, we're both debating putting this poor girl through. So, I mean, I think you're the most qualified to make that call, honestly.
I know it'll hurt, but living in their own self-delusion, especially now, that would be even crueler to let them go on the road without knowing the truth.
I'll let you, or unless you don't want to do it.
Well, one of us must. May as well be me.
Might, be a bit easier coming from someone who's experienced the same thing.
At the very least, she may trust me more than an outsider. Assuming she believes I'm a daughter of Elturel. But the faster we do this, the faster they can begin following a truth in their lives rather than one big lie. With your blessing, August?
By all means.
So walk back towards the group.
Yeah, I think when you're walking back, she had continued to speak with the group, asking if any of you guys have ever been to Elturel.
We were there on a brief assignment. It was a short-lived stay, though.
It's a beautiful place. It's a shame.
Yeah, there wasn't that much shit in the streets. That was nice.
Not one for big cities, but Elturel did seem to be the nicest of the ones we've been to so far.
I think walking back, Ophelia will say, "It was a magnificent city, but only just on the surface. Rhea, we have matters we need to discuss with you."
By all means, I'm all ears.
First of all, I want to tell you that I understand where you're coming from. I am a daughter of Elturel myself, though I left some years ago. I was a knight of the Order of the Companion, which I hope lends some credence to what I'm going to say. We were there.
I can see that in you.
We were there when Elturel was taken.
Her eyes widen.
We escaped the city just in time. It wasn't devils or dragons who dragged it down, or it wasn't devils or dragons who destroyed it. It was the Companion itself. Swallowed the city whole and left nothing but a crater.
She shakes her head. I refuse to believe that the Companion, the very symbol of light and protection, could be the cause of Elturel's destruction. It saved us once, and I hold to the truth that its light still carries a purpose far greater than we can see.
She looks towards everyone else in the group, nobody here is disagreeing with her, I assume. There is likely a purpose to it, but not one you would wish to serve. Have you met the High Observer?
I have stood in his presence more than once.
There are no words to soften this blow. So instead of mincing it, I may as well be honest. In our investigations, the High Observer was shown to be an agent of Zariel, an archdevil. The companion was on a gift from a deity, but I suppose a ticking time bomb used by her. Thavius Krieg was no hero.
I think she's gonna stand up real angry.
Yeah.
And point a gauntleted hand in your face, right? And be like, "You speak only lies. Thavius Krieg may have been flawed. I accept that. But I cannot accept that he would turn to such evil. He served Elturel his entire life. I saw it with my own eyes. The man who stood before the companion. If he was misled, then perhaps it was because of something beyond his control."
In order to turn to evil, you have to start from a place of good. So, he never turned in that sense.
How do you know this?
We met him.
He told us in plain words.
The bottom of a mansion full of devil worshippers. Down the hall from a temple to Zariel.
In Elturel? Is this mission you spoke of?
No, this was after he escaped Elturel and left you all to die.
He fled the city days before the companion.
Her hand
City.
tightens around her sword on her hip.
Please think before you make any rash decisions with your blade. Why would we be telling you this if it wasn't the truth? Just to get a rise out of you?
Perhaps you are the devil worshippers. Spreading the lies of evil.
Look me in the eye, daughter of Elturel. Tell me that I am lying.
She just stares you down so hard.
I took the same oaths as you. I was raised in the same city as you. I looked up to the same man as you. I've only just had to accept that it was all a lie. But I know beyond a shadow of a doubt it was. As he told us before I took his life.
Yeah,
And sent him to the
swords
hells.
drawn. I was waiting for that one. Swords drawn. You betrayed your oath. You laid your hands upon the high overseer. And now, like, all the refugees are like, what's going on? And yeah, she has, like, a blade drawn. I imagine Hephilia's sitting down. So, she's, like, in your face.
Yeah, I'll wave off anybody, like, if, like, Tanis or Vin, because I doubt London's gonna do anything, but if Tanis or Vin, like, try and stand up to meet her, I'll try and wave them down.
And Ophelia will remain sitting crossed-armed, just looking at her.
She's grimacing so hard that, like, a tear falls down the side of her face. You believe what you wish. I know my duty. The companion gives us strength when we gave us strength when we needed it most, and I will not forsake it now. I will continue to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, whether I understand the full truth or not. I'll never turn against the companion. I will never turn against Thavius Krieg. To doubt it now is to doubt the very foundation of who I am.
And if that foundation is built upon crumbling soil, you would be giving a disservice to those you serve.
She takes a deep breath, and her sword sort of falls limply beside her. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps there are truths that I don't wish to see. But even if the companion has fallen, I will not. I will take up my sword and fight to the end as the Hell Riders did before me. The light in my heart will not falter, even if the light above has. And she'll sheath her sword.
Ophelia. That's that one hell of a breath. As long as you build your foundation of trust around something that is true, believe me, it's hard to build back up once it's crumbled. But it'll be stronger than ever. I hope.
I think she's going to turn away from you and sit down. No, she's going to turn away from you and kneel and stab her sword into the ground and place her forehead upon it. And she's going to recite the oath of the Creed Resolute to sort of reaffirm herself. And I just want to read it to you guys, because you will hear her saying it out loud, not like she's like whispering it. She is like, this is my fucking body, mind, and soul, and you're not taking this away from me, right? But she will say, I solemnly pledge my soul in blood and blade to serve as a knight of Elturel, and share the oath of the High Observer in honoring the gift of the Companion. I shall guard the realm of Elturgard and all those lands which lie under Elturel's shield, upholding the laws of Elturgard and the commands of the High Overseer. I shall live my life in a strict accord to the Creed Resolute, placing it and this oath above all other doctrines. I shall be bound to all others who swear this oath, declaring them now and forevermore, whether in life or beyond the veil of death, to be my brothers in arms. To ensure the perfect harmony of our brotherhood, I shall permit no difference in faith to come between us, but rather uphold the Companion, which I shall never attribute to one god or another, as our common star. That is the oath of the Creed Resolute. And Ophelia, you know it well.
Stupid child.
She will just sort of sit in solemn contemplation after that. That went pretty well, I think.
Fucking comic relief got Alaska. Yeah. I was expecting some blood to be drawn. But it might not be over yet.
She hasn't seen much what we've seen. She's on the word of a stranger.
No. And we tried our best.
We did.
Good.
I mean, you hardly believed it coming from Thavius' mouth himself. So.
It gives Tannis kind of a pointed look. But I accepted it eventually.
She will too.
In 5 minutes.
Whether she does or doesn't, I just hope we're not at each other's throats.
I know the knights, or I know the Hell Riders. They're capable, but they're not bloodthirsty. I don't have much concern.
Yeah, they felt pretty ready to slit our throats when they tried arresting us.
This is true. The Hell Riders we've run into on the road want to treat us the same. We got lucky with her, honestly.
She's young. Perhaps she's a little less jaded than the others. There might be some hope there yet.
I'm gonna ride back to camp, and are we staying here for the night?
I mean, I'm not opposed to shelter for the evening. It is a little crowded, but
If anything, just to post up guard, make sure no more gnolls come.
yeah,
Probably the safest place, yeah.
I'm hesitant to leave these people on their own.
There's actually a double door to the south that has remained barred closed and covered in spider webs and dust, which may lead to more space in the temple. It's down here.
Yeah, London can scout around, get a lay of the land, see where it'd be appropriate to bed down if there's more room, whatever.
Yeah, sure. You want to open up the doors?
Yeah.
Cool. That's good.
Just walked right through.
6 stone pillars brace the vaulted ceiling of this temple chamber, the floor of which is buried under a thick layer of dust. Also covered in dust are 4 humanoid skeletons in tattered priestly vestments, lying near a stone altar situated in an alcove. Carved into the front of the altar is a humanoid eye. Whoever's checking this out can make a religion check.
I think I would, just because I'm there. Not that I would have
Sure.
any idea about this. 16.
So both you and August more so, recognizes this is the symbol of the god Savras. You just know the name, London. August, you know Savras is the god of divinations.
Who was this person, August? Savras.
Yeah, do these bodies still have like remnants of clothes on them? They're like,
They
you
do.
know, symbols of Savras.
They
or...
are, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they were priests of Savras. I feel like his name has come across our tales before, but
Is he a good god or a bad one?
I mean, I don't think he's good or bad necessarily. It's just divination, you know. It's like Mistra, you know, not good or bad. It's just magic.
Right, yeah, divination, Mistra, yeah. Gotcha.
Do you want to check out this altar, London?
Sure.
It's covered in dust. Yeah, you blow off some of the dust, and you can see that there's like inscriptions on it, and you're just tempted to run your finger across them. And as soon as you touch it, August, since you're in the chamber, you will see London's head jerk back, and his eyes go ghostly white, and he is incapacitated. However, London, you receive a vision. You see the Chianthar River, and it slowly begins to run red with blood. And the landscape begins to shift and change into a blasted hellscape with red sands and black rock. And ghostly hands reach out from the depths of the water. And as the vision begins to fade, you will hear words in your mind. The past's sins flow through the present.
That's fucking horrifying.
And you are brought out of it. Now, I will say for August, London is experiencing this vision and incapacitated for an entire minute.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about this.
Right.
So, like, I'll just kind of, like, hold him so he doesn't, like, I don't
Fall
know,
over.
collapse or whatever,
Right.
and, like, break a tooth on the altar.
Sure.
And, you know, so he doesn't, like, you know, get, you know, if he gets blasted back or whatever, and just, like, you know, make sure. And, you know, Temple of Savras, religion 20, like, 20 religion check. He's like, okay, something's happening. This
Right.
is either very good or very bad.
Right. And London, you come back too.
The past sins flow through the present. Oh, God. It's on to somewhere dreadful place. The Chianto was red and the whole world crumbled to ash around me. What does divination do, August? Does it tell the future?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Recoils his hand and just like silently looks at the altar in quiet introspection.
You're all right after that, though? It feels weird to have these 4 priests just dead in here. Like, are there, like, broken bones on them? Like, were they
Make a
killed?
medicine check.
Or... 14.
You can tell they've been dead for a very long time. Like, at least 100 years. These are ancient ruins.
I'm not really sure what else to make of this room. Suppose we'll take the corpses outside. Like, we need more room for all these people,
Sure.
so you know, go lay them to rest outside.
Mhm.
And
We
then
don't
just
have to
like
We don't have to sleep in here, do we?
understandable if you feel uncomfortable in there, but there's like 20 people here, like 15 people.
Can the gods be wrong, August?
I mean, yeah, they're honestly not that different from mortals. They have, you know, the things they value, the things they're passionate about. They just have ripples on a larger scale.
I hope the scenes I saw never come to pass.
I mean, it's likely not literal. Like, based on that vision, the Chianthar filling with blood is actually one of the last things I expect to happen, because, like, if that was going to happen, you would have had a vision about something different.
Do work in mysterious ways, don't they?
Yeah. That's how you get cults.
Perhaps Django and I will take first watch and stretch your legs. Gonna scooch past you here, so.
I'll just, like, press the digitate a little, like, holy symbol of Savras and leave it on the altar.
Perfect. Make a religion check. Okay, never mind.
4.
Okay. All right. What are you guys doing?
while that was happening,
Yeah.
I'm assuming Tanis would have done what he had said he was going to do and go get the horses, ride back to the camp, and he'll just break it down to start.
Philaster will come with you.
Okay, I was going to say if Philaster and anyone else wants to come help, so it's not just Tanis, that would be
Yeah, Vin would probably come as well.
All right. So an hour or so passes. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do on this night?
Just last point of order is to decide if we'll be staying with the refugees, and if Rhea will even have us at this point.
I think it's best we go our separate ways. I think we can definitely clear the road for them. Make sure there's no other knows about, but we have to make it to Candlekeep as soon as possible, or at least I'm very curious about, well, you know what, as she holds up the shield.
We still have a duty to the Flaming Fist that we have to prioritize.
Weighing the danger that they would be in without us on the road versus the danger that we might put them in if, I don't know, if there are people on our tail who could catch up to us if we're slowed down with the big group.
They also probably would have been wiped out without us.
But not to mention, we'd be actually putting them in danger if whatever's chasing us finds them with us.
That's my point.
How many days out are we from Candlekeep?
I think it's our second night.
It's a third.
Another half a 10 day or so.
I can tell you. Hold on. Let's see, 97 or 98. What did I say? 24 in a day.
Yeah.
You're 4 days away from Candlekeep. You'll arrive near the ending of the fourth day.
Could we at least help them to Candlekeep? Don't have to take them all the way, but
No, we were never going to be able to take them all the way to Ithakatla.
It's very far.
a few days of help. Maybe give them a little bit of time to rest and recuperate. She is doing this basically by herself.
Here, we're gonna be slowed down. We're 4 days out from Candlekeep. That could turn into a 10-day if we accompany them.
Yeah, you can only get 10 in a day if you're with the refugees.
Ooh, that much, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, that's how much you got when you were walking, right?
Slow fuckers.
Most of the refugees don't have horses. Only Rhea has a horse.
So, I mean, it sounds like Vin and Tanis are nay, Ophelia is yay, London.
I think we have a duty to the company and all that to make sure they're safe. Nodding at Tanis, who I always agree with.
Wait,
The
So
refugees.
you nodded at him, but you said a different thing.
No,
than
he meant the
did.
refugees.
you want to stay with the refugees?
I want the refugees to stay with us so we can go on to them safe passage through the south as noble members of a second company of the Flaming Fist.
Sure, that's why.
Django's
Sean?
Django's shaking his head.
Stop that.
2-2 right now. I'm just gonna say I think we should stay with them.
You said
You
you
know.
haven't been feeling honorable, Tanis. Now's your time to garner some of that back.
if they run into anything like that null band again, I mean, there's going to be no survivors.
You really live with that on your conscience?
I don't want anything bad to happen to them. But if what we've learned about these Zariel cultists, a plot to engulf Baldur's Gate and have it suffer the same fate as Elturel, and if the timetable is, if the clock's still ticking, we could be putting many more at danger. Our families could be in danger if we don't solve this, get to the bottom of this quickly.
I do
It's
think we
a
have
tough
some
decision.
time. I mean, High Observer's dead. Fan Tampers are gone. We have the puzzle box. So if anything, I think their next order of business would be dealing with us.
It's your call, Gauntlet, but I have to agree with Tannis. I mean, and there's no telling if we might run into more refugees on the way. We can't help them all. And again, like I said, we'd be putting them in danger.
It's on your orders, Gauntlet.
Let's stay with them, at least until Candlekeep.
Whatever your orders are.
It's been decreed.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for the night? No.
Set up watch.
Rhea stews. In fact, I think, yeah, let's do watch. Who's taking watch? There's also like a watch tower and stuff, so you could like really take watch.
I guess I can take second watch.
Yep. Who's on first?
London, right?
I can do it, yeah.
Okay, yep. London, and then...
We got the resources to do. I'll do London's watch with him too.
Okay, Rhea's not going to bed yet, so... London, Rhea, and...
Oh, well, if they want to stay up together, then I'll go to bed.
Well, I mean, Rhea's like
at least
doing,
want
so
anything
she
to do
doesn't
with
can't.
us.
I mean,
Okay.
we can see. Do you want to take watch with London?
I'll stay up, but if
I
she
see.
comes to talk, I'll give them their privacy.
And then Ophelia,
I don't think it'll happen though.
and then who's on third?
I guess
So
Finn can
what's
do
on
it.
third?
We'll do Vin and Philaster. August, did you volunteer? for third?
No, I can do whenever. You need
Okay.
a slot, so if nobody's on fourth, or
I think Vin and Philaster will be fine. We don't need a fourth. It's already late enough in the night. Okay. All right. Well, you guys, you bring back the camp supplies and you make camp in this abandoned temple after removing the bones and bodies. The refugees seem pretty perturbed by Rhea, like putting her sword to your guys' throat and then being really pissed off the rest of the night. But we do open on London and Tannis sitting on one side of the fire and Rhea sitting on the other. Do you guys want to talk about anything?
I'll decline to speak first.
You got anything you want to talk about, Tannis?
No, I want to just make sure there's two people on watch in case there's something, but I'm reflecting on everything.
Mhm.
And if London looks at me, I just have a very frustrated, furrowed brow, just staring into the fire. And I'm not even watching. I'm not even on watch. Like, I'm just sitting there, like, stewing. Right?
So is Rhea.
Like I said, I
the
wanna
only one
stay
that's
up,
on
but-
watch is Django.
Yeah. Where have you been from Elturel your whole life?
She looks up at you. Sighs. I was born in Elturel, yes.
It really was a beautiful city.
She raises her eyebrows and pokes the fire somewhere.
No, he's really not as scary as he seems.
The tales say that dragons are cunning, ambitious, and often, well, treacherous. We were taught to never turn our back on one. I don't question your judgment, but I wonder, is it safe to trust such a creature?
You can't honestly look at this face and say he's treacherous, can you?
Django
But
looks
she's,
up
like,
at her.
drooling everywhere,
It's
yeah.
the Puss in Boots cat eyes, right? And it cuts back to her, and she's just like deadpan, like
Unfazed, yeah.
does not give a flying fuck.
So, you said you're a Hell Rider.
Yes.
I actually do have a great deal of respect for the Hell Riders. One of the people closest to me was one Hamilton. Perhaps you know the name.
Hamilton.
Yeah. Do you know him?
Ricard Hamilton.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't give him a first name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, that's him. That's exactly who I'm talking about.
I know him, yes. So, somewhat. He was actually supposed to join myself and a few other knights for training outside the city for the Festival of the Twin Suns.
I forget to say, I believe he's still in holding by Baldur's Gate. They were rounding up Hell Riders by the dozens.
I pray that he's all right. Last minute, he was called by High Knight Baralt and reassigned to guard the High Hall during the festival.
Is that peculiar?
No. I just hope he made it out alive. He
As
was
do
in
I.
the city when it was attacked.
It's been my biggest fear since that night.
He's a friend of yours.
He raised me almost single-handedly outside of Idleglen. That's where I hail from.
You're from Idleglen.
That's right. Do you know it?
It is within my jurisdiction, I guess, is something like she'll say. Like it's in Eltergard, so.
You're so worldly. Knows of like the closest fucking city.
She like rolls her eyes.
And well, what did you think of it, Idleglen?
I shan't say lest I offend.
Please, no offense here. You can speak honestly.
You must know you were born there. The place is almost always a ruin.
Terrible city, glad it burned to the ground. Treacherous place, if you ask me. No, he wouldn't say
It
that.
really
He
is.
would-
It really is like always under attack by something, orcs or gnolls or goblins or something. So it's been built, it's been destroyed and rebuilt just as much as Phandalin, right? Like it just destroyed and rebuilt, destroyed and rebuilt, destroyed and rebuilt all the time.
Yeah, he would actually say something to that effect, and such is the fate that bears that city, unfortunately.
She nods again and remains quiet.
Dennis, could help me out here.
Oh, he is enjoying this.
Perhaps I'll check the perimeter then. Do walk around.
You do that.
Come on, Django.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
We don't even really like her that much, anyways.
London just kicking dust outside the.
Stupid. She's stupid.
Okay. So, Ophelia, you have watch all by yourself. Is there anything that? Oh, you guys are done with your watch. Boom. Nothing happens. Ophelia, is there anything that you are doing, or would you like to let us in on your mentality?
I don't think she'd be doing anything special. I mean, she's by herself. Maybe this has kind of reopened a few old wounds. Fresh wounds, I should say.
Okay.
Probably trying to think of what to say to her in the morning, but that's about it.
Okay. Vin and Philaster take their watch. You got anything you want to talk to Philaster about?
So, Philaster, I have to ask, where were you born? I know you've been to Candlekeep, right, and Little Calimshan, you visit often, but where are you from, yeah?
I am from Memnon. It is the second grandest city in Calimshan beside Calimport. It is to the north of Calimport.
Oh, I see.
It's on
Very
some kind of
interesting.
fucking river that has a name that I know it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Vin doesn't care about the river. She's just wondering, what is she wondering? I'm curious. In that city or in any of Calimshan, are they known for any great inventions? I don't know much about your people.
Our greatest creation is Kalashite steel.
Of course, the steel. I guess I've heard of that in passing. It is mighty, I have to say. When I see Tanner swinging his blade, cuts like nothing else.
Yeah, he can give you like a long talk about the history of Kalashite steel. I don't actually know it, but I'm sure that I could find the answer. But that's like, I mean, he just likes to talk about his homeland. So you keep asking him questions about his homeland, he will continue to tell you.
Yeah, I think
He
that'll be the
fucking
night's
fucks
conversation.
He fucks with Kalimshan. That's his shit.
Yeah, like Vin will actually be like taking notes if he
Sure.
like keeps explaining.
Sure.
So.
I bet he will even tell you that he has known Silvira Savicus since they were both very young. They used to be in an adventuring party together.
Did you encounter any devils in your travels?
A few. Nothing too crazy, just a cult here or there, but it's always, it's like they're drawn to Silvira. That's what I'll say.
Well, I have to say then, I wonder what will happen when I bring the shield to her. I could use any advice I can get.
I'm sure she will take great interest. I would be careful if you do not want to lose it. She may want to keep it, study it further. She is a scholar after all.
She kind of hesitates for a second, and she's like, well, the shield, how do I put this? It seems quite attached to me, for better, for worse. I don't think, you know, it has a mind of its own. I don't think it would be given up easily. But I'll let her study it if she wants, and but what I really need is help and advice.
I am certain that my master can give it.
Let's hope she can give me more of that, and less of asking me if she can keep it for herself.
I'm sure she will give you answers, my friend.
Yeah, I'm sure like Philaster kind of pats her on the back, tells her not to worry as much,
no
and
problem.
we can end right there.
Cool. All right, we all wake up in the morning. Vin and Philaster are already awake. However, Rhea is the first to rise. She's like a type A, so she starts like getting all her shit together and doing all her morning stuff.
Before we really start the day, I just wanted to clarify something. Are we worrying about water for this trip?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not super keen on the resources management aspect of this part of the adventure. We can say that, you know, the refugees have their shit and you guys knew you were leaving town, so would have brought enough supplies to last. And we can just cut it there. You're what is it called? Sponsored by the fucking Flaming Fist to make this journey, so.
Like horses or. like side satchels hanging off of them, I imagine, for.
Okay, so Rhea will approach the group as you guys are getting ready, and she will say, "The dawn has come, and with it, our paths can diverge."
You're not coming with us.
We're more than happy to travel with you to as far as Candlekeep, you know, in case something like the Knolls happen again.
She thinks about it. I had hoped to continue traveling with you. For the safety of these refugees. Very well. If that is what you wish. Stupid.
Let's start making tracks while we have light.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys begin on your next leg of the journey. How do you do it, Brendan? It's like a right click and drag or something?
As you're dragging it, right click.
There we go. Wait, how far can you get? 10?
You said 10.
Is that what it was in the first session?
I think it was about 10.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean,
How much did I
Quick
say on
maps.
horses? 24?
25, 24. That makes sense. They're mostly on foot.
Let's just say 15 and call it a day.
yeah,
There-
that kind of lines up with the distance from Elturel to Baldur's Gate in 10 days.
For what? 15 per day?
Yeah, it was like the math shakes out to like 19 per day.
Maybe it was 20. I mean, I could look it up. I have the answer right here.
Yeah, because like, I think they weirdly say 24 miles is the travel pace, and then they don't say anything about horses. The horses don't make it
Wait,
faster.
what did they say it is? 20?
24 is like normal pace, and then they don't say anything about horses.
No,
making it
24 is normal pace with horses, right?
The player's handbook just has 3 speeds: regular, fast, and slow. Regular being 24, fast being 30, and slow being.
If you give me that, I'll go with that.
I mean, it's in the player's handbook. I can look it up right quick.
Sure, Matt Mercer does this thing where he just flips through the player's
okay.
handbook in 2 seconds.
Yeah, fast is 30 miles a day. Normal is 24. Slow is 18. So
Boom.
you must have just used the slow pace when we were with the.
Which is what I'm about to do right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so click and drag, and I'm going to give you another 3.
But no, it does say mounts can make it twice as fast. But there's like weird rules about how often they have to rest, and it's like you can get a new mount every 8 to 10 miles.
Well, we'll just say 18 for now. It seems like too much, but that's fine. I'm happy with that for right now. So, during the day, what are you guys doing? What's the marching order? How's this going down?
I mean, is there any refugees that are old and sick and
Not
struggling to
necessarily. Most of them are like. So, from what you understand, Rhea picked up these refugees from Baldur's Gate to make the journey. So most of them are able-bodied people, able to make the journey.
walk? Then I'm keeping my horse.
Okay.
Ophelia will be on the front.
That's
London,
with London.
yeah, London. Are you doing your thing where you ride ahead and then come back?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Perception. 22.
Okay, so it's around afternoon
Mhm.
with no real trouble. As you're doing your ride ahead in the afternoon, London, you see in the grass off the path. Oh, also, you guys make your way throughout the day. You are out of the Cloakwood. The path is strayed far enough where you're no longer in the woods. It still is like to the west of you. You can still see like woods and stuff, but you're mostly in the plains again. So London, you will see off the road this big... No, you smell it first. The smell of death and decay and rot. And you will see off the road, a couple hundred feet, this big lump in the grass, like a dark lump. And there's vultures picking at it and flies buzzing all around it.
I'll, assuming this is like a burnt pile of corpses, go inspect it.
Sure, you go check it out. It's really hard to tell. So this is one thing. It is not a pile of corpses. It is one big thing. But it's unclear what it is. Why don't you make me some sort of check? I'd rather medicine, but I will accept survival in this circumstance.
I can do medicine.
Let's get it.
13.
It's a horse.
Oh.
And you can see like bits of leather intertwined in it. But it's been just fucking destroyed. Yeah.
Can I look around? Any like signs of a rider, footprints, signs of a struggle at all?
Survival.
19.
So you do not see any footprints, but you do see on the corpse massive talon and teeth marks. As if this thing got mangled real bad because something ate it.
Yeah. Anything that I'm like obviously familiar with? Like, is this like a gnoll or hyena, or just like large and chaotic?
It's big, whatever it was.
Alright, that's about as much time as I want to spend here by myself. I'll go relay that immediately to August.
Okay.
Large fangs of some sort. Can't tell exactly which, but just not too far ahead. We best be on a lookout.
Okay, this is all very strange.
This is also in the morning. I'm so sorry. This is in the morning, not the afternoon.
Okay.
My first two concerns are dragon and rock, so both of which are very bad for us. But, I guess we'll just keep moving then.
Okay.
Stick with the group and I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. So you guys stick together, eventually smelling the corpse and passing it. Does anyone want to investigate it further, or that's it?
Yeah, if I can try and discern what kind of creature killed it, if it's, like bird,
make a medicine check.
Or like reptile claws.
Could I try and take a peek? You said there are like strips of leather or something. Is there anything else around the corpse that might indicate, was this like a pack animal? Was this a riding horse?
So it's hard to say as far as whatever remains, because there is very little remains. When I said strips of leather, I meant whatever was on it was torn to shreds and is also inside the corpse now, where it wasn't before. You know what I mean? But you can definitely go and investigate it with August. August.
You got a 19.
You can tell with Ophelia's help that there are massive talon marks and teeth marks. But the key thing that sticks out in your mind is there's this smell. And you can see some of the veins on the horse are like extra like enlarged.
A wyvern?
It seems to be some sort of neurotoxic venom that killed the creature before it was eaten.
I'll Bit late to prepare protection from poison, but
Rhea will ride up next to you guys on her horse. Is everything all right?
let's just keep an eye out. Be especially wary. Something killed this. I can't even tell how recent it was because of whatever this poison is. But I don't know. My first thought is a wyvern. No, snakes or something are poisonous, but I think a horse could have won against the snake. But let's not be in, around this rotting carcass for longer than we need to be.
Yep. Rhea eyeballs Django on London's backpack.
Where was he last night, London?
Yes. Surely you're joking.
Yes, I'm joking.
That one is more of the electric variety.
Just doing due diligence, can I scan the sky and see if I see any unnaturally large birds flying about?
As you can tell. Not that you can tell.
There's also been no evidence that it's a flying creature. That's where my brain went.
Well, I mean, you said you can tell that it was claw, or not talons.
Yeah. Okay, you're getting me on semantics there.
Well, I'm asking. I mean, you told him on that.
I
medicine
did
check, so
say
I didn't know.
talons. You're right.
All right.
You're
we
right.
don't know.
You're
Okay,
right.
that's fine. We don't know.
You don't know. But you can keep an eye out for sure. I will totally allow that.
I'll at least be on high alert at this point.
Absolutely. So the day continues forward, and I need London and no. Let's go ahead and get Tanis's perception check real quick. Yeah, because you're keeping an eye out, right?
Yeah, I'm decent at perception. Hey, natural 20 for 23.
Ooh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So, so this is gonna change some things. So the next thing is London, as you're riding, right? Django, curls out of his bag and rests on your shoulder, and his frills are going crazy, right? And you get that shiver down your spine.
Something's afoot. Can you feel it, Django?
Make a perception check, and I'll give you advantage.
Oh no.
So
8
you
to
will
9.
London, you will see a dozen or more birds fly out of the brush nearby, and it sort of distracts you. But you do get out of the periphery a shadow move overhead, right?
Oh, fuck.
However, Tanis, you were paying very close attention, and you did catch very high up. It blotted out the sun for a split second. A large wingspan and a long tail and the head of a draconic-like creature that just flies overhead so goddamn fast, but it's headed to the west.
I'll just I'll ride to where August is, and I'll just be like, we need to alert second company. Dragon high up. Just saw it.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah,
It's
you run
moving
up,
fast, so it's moving west.
tell Rhea, I'll tell the rest of the company. I'm hesitant to tell the refugees and have them start bolting for cover.
All right. I'll do as he orders. Ride to Rhea and give her the warning.
Okay. What are we to do? We're sitting ducks out here.
I've never fought a dragon. I don't know. Keep the refugees tight. August said not to warn them. He doesn't want them bolting. Stay close, eyes up, and wait to see if it attacks. In the meantime, let's try to pick up the pace.
Okay.
Is there can I see any hills or anything that looks like can give us some natural cover?
Maybe, yeah, in the distance. I will say the dragon is no longer in your view. I will also reiterate, draconic creature is no longer in your view.
Honestly, I'd rather a fucking green wormling than a wyvern.
Do you think I should ride ahead, make myself more of an easy target than some of the refugees?
I think it might be more frightened of a large group and wouldn't bother, might be inclined to not bother us at all. Whereas if there's one lone straggler, it might come over when it otherwise wouldn't have.
Fair point.
But if it gets closer, like if we see it again and it's like seems interested in the group, that might be worth considering again.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna keep the group tight, and just keep your eyes on keep your heads on a swivel and keep traveling.
Yeah, just look for a place that's not an open field.
Okay. With your heads on a swivel, the rest of the day passes unbothered. And it's come time to make camp. The refugees are tired.
Should we avoid open flames?
That might be a good idea. There's some kind of worm in the area.
You look over at the refugees and they're starting a fire.
Put it out, you fools! Nice crispy bacon for second company.
Nice crispy bacon. So you guys just like tell them no fire because for safety, or?
Yeah, I'll like walk over to them and like stomp it out and be like, no fires tonight. Not in an open field.
Okay, they agree.
Just the worst. We tell them the god's not real and then we stomp out their fire. Oh my god.
All right, so the night begins. The refugees are sort of bedding down for camp, and you guys are sitting around sharing your meal. And Rhea approaches you. She'll just say, maybe.
Ophelia kind of scoots over. I assume she's maybe like a log or something.
Sure.
She can give her room
Yeah.
for Rhea to sit.
Rhea will hesitantly sit beside you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this truth shakes the foundations of what I believed. And she'll look over at Ophelia. It won't change who I am.
Well, it certainly doesn't mean you have to go out and become a raider, but the power to save these refugees, the strength to take them on this trip, it didn't come from the companion, it came from you.
You're right. And this truth, if it is true, it won't keep me from fighting for the people who need me, or holding the ideals that I've carried my whole life. But I swore an oath. And you have too.
Yes. I vowed myself to Thavius Krieg and everything I believed he stood for.
It comes with a great weight. An oath. It might demand more from you than you can ever give, but you still give it. Because if not you, then who?
We sacrifice for the greater good. For the betterment of those who cannot fight.
She nods, and she sort of turns to the group. Are you all familiar with the story of the ride?
Intimate.
Entirely.
The Hell Riders who came before me centuries ago, they too knew what it meant to give everything for the fight. And she's gonna tell you the story of the Hell Ride.
Is this the charge of the Hell Riders?
It is. It's the ride is what the Hell Riders call it because they're cool. But the
Right.
official
Oh,
title,
I got- yeah.
the official title is the Last Charge of the Hell Riders.
That's how London knows it.
Yeah. And she will say, in a long time past, when darkness threatened to engulf the land, a devil of great power emerged from the depths of hell. This fiend, known as Lord Nothis, led his malevolent army down the Chianthar River, leaving destruction and despair in their wake. In the humble village of Idleglen, a courageous young woman named Lady Yale rose to lead her people against the infernal onslaught. With her unwavering determination and the strength of her spirit, she rallied the villagers and formed a valiant militia to defend their homes. Word of Lady Yale's bravery reached the ears of High Rider Olanthius, the noble and righteous High Rider of Elturel. Mind you, this is before the Hell Riders, right? This is the story of where the Hell Riders came from. So there was just High Rider back then. Olanthius was moved by Lady Yale's courage, and he pledged the support of his elite riders of Elturel to aid in the village's defense. As the war raged on, amidst the chaos of strategy and skirmishes, Lady Yale and High Rider Olanthius found love and companionship in each other's presence. Their bond strengthened as they fought side by side, united in their cause against the forces of darkness. The decisive battle took place in the fields outside of Idleglen, where the fate of the realm hung in the balance. Despite their valorous efforts, the defenders found themselves outnumbered and overwhelmed by Lord Nothis and his horde of devils. In their darkest hour, a divine intervention occurred. Lo, a celestial warrior descended from the heavens to aid the beleaguered defenders. With their newfound ally by their side, they fought with renewed hope and determination. Yet victory was short-lived, as Lord Nothis, in a desperate bid to escape defeat, opened a portal to the depths of hell itself, and with a wicked laugh, he seized Lady Yale and disappeared through the infernal gateway. Without hesitation, High Rider Olanthius and his riders of Elturel pursued the devil through the Hell Gate and into the heart of Bator, into the heart of Bator itself. The holy angel that helped defend them on the mortal plane was too pure to enter the gates. It prayed for the warriors and returned home. In the fiery depths of the inferno, the riders confronted Lord Nothis and his dreaded Blood Legion. Through courage and sacrifice, they emerged victorious, finally rescuing Lady Yale from the clutches of evil. But the battle was far from over, because a second legion of devils crested a hill and threatened to block the riders' path home. Olanthius knew that the only hope of escape was if this legion was delayed. He asked for volunteers to ride with him, and every single one of the riders did so. Therefore, lots were drawn to determine the lucky few who would ride one last time by the side of their lord. Olanthius begged Lady Yale to fly to safety, but she too chose to ride into battle at his side. In the face of the riders' charge, the Legion of Hell trembled and buckled, but did not break. Olanthius and Yale perished in the hellish plains. It is said that where they fell in a final martial embrace, a spring of holy water sprung up that was poison to the devils of that land. Their sacrifice, however, bought time for the other riders to escape from hell. Overcome with grief at the loss of their glorious leaders, they returned to Elturel. Their valor was never forgotten, and from that day forward, the riders of Elturel were known as the Hell Riders.
There's even a statue in Idleglen with the three of them all together.
Rhea nods. I tell you this because I feel that same duty. It takes more than skill with a blade or magic to fight for what is right. It takes an unshakable will to stand when others fall. Just as the Hell Riders did then, so I must now.
Must have heard that story 1,000 times.
Alastair will say, I have heard that tale before, but a bit different. The way I have heard it, this Lord Nothis, it was actually Asmodeus, the king of hell, in disguise. And Lord Olanthius and Lady Yale were already king and queen of Elturel. While Olanthius and his army were away fighting orcs in the mountains, Lady Yale was seduced and kidnapped by Asmodeus in the guise of a noble from a neighboring township. Lord Olanthius and the Hell Riders were said to have chased Asmodeus through the 9 hells for 18 months before the last charge, and that it was High Rider Olanthius' second in command, a knight named Jander Sunstar, who led the survivors back out of Bator. He was the next High Rider, and he coined the name Hell Riders.
Is that true, Rhea? I never heard it like that.
Rhea will say that there's many different versions of the tale. It was many centuries ago.
I've only really heard Rhea's, as far as the official one goes.
Yeah, the one told in Elturel? Why doesn't everybody make a history check for me real quick? This might put a spin on it. Except for London and Ophelia.
Nope, I don't know shit about this.
Nope, never mind.
Can Vin ask the shield if it's heard of this tale?
Ooh.
You want to ask the shield?
She does.
It will tell you that it is unfamiliar with the tale.
Not even going to try to tell if it's lying or not. We'll take note
I
of
will
that.
say, there is no insight checks you can make on this goddamn shield.
Yeah, I would assume. But that's why I was.
There is no tells. There is no tells. You cannot get the vibe whether it's bullshitting you or not.
All right then.
Vin, are you okay? You've just gone quiet for a little bit.
Oh, it's quite nothing. I was just trying to think if I've heard this tale, but aside from all of you, I don't think I have.
This tale's told around just about every campfire in Idleglen.
Yeah, something like that gets twisted, several trade roads away.
Maybe if we're ever up that way, I'll show you all the statue. Really is quite beautiful.
Rhea will say, "The story is a reminder to myself, to anyone who fights for something greater, that the burden is heavy, but it's never carried alone. I've sworn my oath, and I am not alone. I ride, I fight, and I stand as one with those who ride with me, just as they did."
How's Ophelia reacting to this, like, devout allegiance in the face of everything being shattered?
She might be a little wistful. I mean, she's already said her piece, so everybody's kind of on the same page now. She might be remembering fonder times.
My favorite part of that story, by the way, is when they're like, "Okay, we need to leave hell. Who's gonna ride with the Lord?" And everyone
Fuck
was like,
yeah.
"Let's do it."
Yeah.
Fuck it, we ball.
Everyone's like, "Let's do it." He's like, "No. We gotta draw straws." It's like, that's my favorite part of that story. It's so badass.
That was going to be one of my tales by the campfire.
Sorry.
All good.
You just got to come up with another version that, like, your specific town told.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to talk to Ray about? She basically is like confessing that, like, yes, maybe things are questionable right now, but I know what I believe, right? And, like, even if it's all false, it hasn't led me wrong, right? I'm not an evil devil worshiper, right? It has led me to great things. So that is what I'm going to continue to do.
Still good, like, principles and tenets to live by.
Yeah. She's not a paladin, but she basically is a paladin.
Speaking of things, should we tell her Hell Riders are being hunted?
Oh, no, she knows. She knows.
Oh,
She
okay.
knows. Yeah, she knows.
But targeted specifically by cultists.
Yeah,
I think that's what I was getting
Oh.
are being hunted by Zariels.
You want to...
Yeah,
After she just turned a corner, you want to...
at. Maybe let her have this one.
Yeah.
You got a couple more nights.
Won't shatter her entire worldview yet again.
Put her
Okay.
down slowly, spread out over the course of a few days.
Of course. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about before? we
Yeah,
end camp?
just one. Yeah, just one thing.
Yeah.
Then we'll actually take Ophelia aside and be like, on that note, I don't know. I'm hesitant to tell Rhea about the shield. I mean, there's not much she can do about it, of course, but I think she's had a bit too much recently.
I think we're on thin ice with her already. And besides, we hardly know anything about that shield at all, or at least anything we can prove. Best not to go bragging about it until we know exactly what we're handling.
Agree. Very well, then. And with that decided, then we'll breathe a little easier.
Okay. Do you guys want to take a rest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys take a long rest. Is there anything that anybody wants to talk to anybody about during their long rests or like during their watch? Otherwise, we can just skip to the next day and we'll take a break.
Yeah, I'll just give Tanis one of those rings that I got from the Van Thamper estate for warding bond.
Okay.
And just say something to add to your collection. I'm not saying anything about your abilities. I'm just saying what has happened recently. You go down in combat a lot.
Yeah, the truth hurts.
I mean, we've been facing overwhelming odds. It's not like, you've just been laying on the floor and
This is coming from a
because
place of love.
you got a little nick on your arm.
No, I
But-
understand.
I'm more rarely attacked in our fights, so hold on to this. I figure we can start splitting the difference sometimes. And
You mean when I'm hit, you'll suffer part of the damage? Is that wise, Gauntlet? If something happens to you, Second Company needs to be led. I don't see anyone else able to do what you do here.
I mean, that's what the chain of command is for. I mean, we know what happens if I die.
I don't think I can lead Second Company like you, though. I'll admit that my poor choices have put myself in danger, but those are my choices and I suffer the consequences. Rushing to the...
It's any consolation, if you charge far ahead, the spell will break. It's only got a 60-foot tether. So if you really want to break the spell on your own, you can.
Alright, I'll try it. But if this turns out to be too dangerous for you, then I'll have to decline this, but we'll give it a test run and see how it goes.
No. The bond is only an hour, so it'll be a case-by-case sort of thing.
I see. Very well, and I'll take a ring off, and you'll see it, and it's not actually, because I mean Tanis never really had that much money. It's actually a wooden ring that's painted gold, but the edges are starting to chip, and you can see the under. I'm just gonna take and just like flick it into the
Sure.
distance, and I'll put the golden ring on in its
Absolutely.
place.
Okay, both of you take inspiration for that.
Actually, a platinum ring.
Ooh.
It
we have
clashes.
gold
It clashes with the gold.
You bring out the jar of paint again.
Yeah. Start touching it up.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, I'll leave it as platinum. So I know
You
which
guys
one it is.
get a long rest. I already moved you for the day. And let's take a break. See you guys back here in a minute. And we are back. Someone talk from the Zoom.
Talk, talk, talk.
Perfect.
Test.
Okay, so we wake up in the morning. I think I already moved your token for the day, did I? Yes, I said I did, right? I think I
Looks
did
like
during
it.
the red.
Yes,
yeah.
you did. You moved
okay,
it.
during the rest. Okay. So you guys start heading out. Is there anything specific or particular you're doing?
Looking for dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just keeping an eye out for that.
Okay. How do you have these refugees arranged?
Think after learning what we learned with the last caravan, probably 2x2 column with us on the sides, front and back.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. The day of travel. I already moved you for this day. Did I move you for this day? Yes, I keep asking that. Okay. So during your day of travel, you are unimpeded by anything. And it gets to be afternoon. The sun is setting. It's almost time to make camp. Django gets up on London's shoulder. He's tense. His little furls are thrilling.
What's wrong, buddy? Again?
He looks over to like a rocky outcropping. Growls.
Yeah. Bow drawn. Now, whoa. What can I see if I look that way?
You don't see anything. Actually, make a perception check.
Oh, 9.
You don't see shit.
Are you sure? In there? Looks okay to me.
Everybody make a perception check.
I can't see shit.
Oh,
Wow, Ophelia.
natural 19.
Natural 19.
Yeah. Okay, so August and Ophelia, you will see in the rocky outcropping some shifting movement, as if the rocks themselves are moving. But Ophelia, you can make out the outline of like what looks like a wing. It just looks like rocks.
She will point it out, yell, "Wing!"
When you say that, birds fly out as 2 massive wings pull this creature up into the air. I will show you a handout of what this fucker looks like, and we're gonna have to roll initiative. But don't do it yet, first of all. And second of all, are you guys just gonna run? Try to take this thing on its own terms? Because if you just stand still, it's gonna pick you off like flies. It's gonna have no issue.
I think like instinct is to just get us in between it and the non-combatants.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's got wings. We're not going to outrun it. Where are we going to hide?
I hate the player's handbook or the monster manual version of the art. That art is more accurate.
Damn.
And it is a wyvern, and it will burst from the rocks. And if you guys are trying to separate yourselves from the group of refugees, I would very much like to have one of our classic movement combats where we don't worry about movement and it's a chase.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah,
Sure.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't really necessarily are super concerned about movement. Change over the combat screen.
Do we know about wyverns?
I don't know. Do you know about wyverns?
You're
I
the
mean,
dragon
London would-
expert.
Yeah, definitely have
Make
like
a history
some
check.
level dragon-ish stuff. 15.
Yeah, sure. You've definitely heard of them. They're like dragons. They're dragon kin, similar to how drakes are.
Right.
But they are less intelligent. They're about as smart as a horse. And they are feral. And dragons have 4 legs. Wyverns have 2.
Gotcha.
That's the big difference. Anyways, this one kind of blended in. Oh, the other thing that you would know about them, they have poison stinger tails.
Yeah, big fuck off tails.
Yeah, big fuck off tails. So
Okay.
it will fly into the air. You guys like crowd around the. Are you gonna try to like go ahead of the refugees to like draw it, or what's the deal with that? How do you want to you want to fall back and like have the refugees like hide or?
Yeah, I think just fall back.
Okay.
Because like if we're way ahead of it, I feel like it would just fall back and start picking off the refugees one by one.
Okay. All right, everybody, roll initiative. Oh, I don't have Rhea in the initiative. I have Rhea on her horse.
God, my initiative has been so bad lately.
Let's go over here. Where's Ophelia? She'll go over here. Pretend there's no tree there. And oh man, she's like in stat blocks and shit. I don't have her in the character one.
I have a dumb newbie question. What is this 0.14, 0.18 initiative?
So you have it selected right now where it breaks initiative ties. So if anybody has the point, whatever, that's your dexterity modifier.
Okay. Dexterity score.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got a 14 dexterity.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so that's your tiebreaker.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, so like London gets to go before me because he has a higher dex score.
Right.
Or August, sorry.
All right, so I think that's
Well, I
every.
do too.
I think. Oh, and Philaster. Philaster cannot do anything. He does not have a ranged weapon.
Oh, range weapons suck.
for him.
Yeah, actually, I'm taking him out of the initiative because he actually does not have any ranged options.
Tell him to guard the refugees in case anything gets
Yeah,
too close.
he does. He breaks off to guard the refugees. All right, so London, you were not surprised, and you were first in the order, and we were doing our thing where the dragon, the wyvern, opens its wings up, descends down, right, to like swoop and grab you. You dodge out of the way. It flies back up in the air. It is currently 40 feet in the air.
Okay. And August's direction was like keep leading it away from the refugees, or are we protecting the refugees while they like hide?
I think we're just trying to kill the wyvern.
Yeah, if you put arrows in it, it'll get scared.
Say less. I understand what to do now.
It's at the end of the day, it's a wild animal. It's like, you know, you shoot a bear, it's not going to stay and fight to the death unless it's, you know, like protecting its cubs or something.
Okay. Let's go bonus action. Zephyr Strike. Two of these, and then let's put an arrow into this guy. Let's see how thick those scales are. Dirty 20.
That hits.
18 piercing.
Okay.
4 lightning, and as Django sees me pull back the arrow, he will pull back his throat and discharge a little lightning into this arrow as well, as he uses his...
Yeah, that's where the 4 lightning comes from, right?
Yeah.
Or is that part of the Zephyr Strike?
No,
the lightning and the...
additional. Yeah.
Yeah, is the 1.
That's Zephyr Strike.
No, you
lightning
rolled a
stuff.
1 when you posted it. See how it says self, Zephyr Strike, above it says 1 force?
Oh.
That was your first roll. It says 1d8.
Okay.
So sorry, you just added 1 to that.
Okay.
Sorry.
I see. When I post the spell, it rolls. I got
It
it.
rolled
So I don't,
the d8.
Okay, I can take that macro out. All of that to say 23
Yeah,
damage.
you strike it. It lands it square in its like upper shoulder thing where its wing is, and it makes a horrible like noise. And it's in pain, but it's angry.
Cool. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, August, you're up. Is this placement right? I feel like Tanis would be. Is this like look right to you guys?
I feel like Tanis would definitely be in the front.
In the front? I thought so too. I'm gonna switch August and Tanis. There we go.
I see. Okay. Yeah, it's all the air, right? So
Yeah,
I'm just
40
gonna
feet.
try and like ride up and alongside. I don't know how much we're doing with token movement in this fight, but
Okay.
I'll just try and move up and alongside Tanis. I think it's a touch spell. It might not
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
be.
Ignore that.
Yes, it is a touch spell. So yeah, I'll run up alongside him and do warding bond.
Okay.
And yeah, like the little SMR halo that's like on his head, just out of your peripheral vision, like a tether of like blue kind of smoky light affixes itself to Tanis.
Nice.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Next in the order is Rhea Mantlemorn. She is going to grab her crossbow that she is just terrible with and shoot it one time. Not that bad.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
She's not that bad.
I think she's only crit with that crossbow.
Maybe she's good. But she's riding on her horse. She reaches up, shoots the crossbow. It manages to hit the creature. It still seems pretty unaffected, but Rhea, I mean, it's not blooded yet, but Rhea continues to ride forward. with the rest of you. Vin, you're up.
You know what she's gonna do? We're zapping it.
Okay,
Ooh, 26 to hit.
that hits.
10 lightning.
All right, it takes it. All right,
All right, yeah, that's it.
you reach up, right, bouncing up and down real fast now because you're this little fucking gnome on this big ass horse, galloping fast.
Yeah, she's like bouncing like up and like.
And you just stick
Like
one
the
hand
horse
up like
is-
ride 'em cowboy and zap the hell out of it. It swoops. And yeah. All right.
Yeah, very unsteady hand. She gets it as it's kind of swooping a little lower.
Ophelia.
Can I throw javelins while on a horse?
You can actually do everything with advantage. Because I hadn't really considered the mechanics of everyone riding horses, so I'll just say every attack that you can make is with advantage because you're like the horse lady.
Okay, I'll take that. She's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Action Javelin. 25 to hit for 6 plus
1 again.
7 total.
Yeah. Okay. She.
Paladins get Hunter's Mark now?
The revenge one. What is it called? The
Vengeance.
vengeance. For some reason, my other things aren't loading for this token, so I'll just use the little purple thing. You are concentrating, Ophelia.
Yes, and mark my thing.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
The javelin soars through the air. It tries to dodge out of the way, and it just nicks over its shoulder as it and continues to fly after you guys. Canis, you're up.
All right. Use my Kopesh. I'll aim it at the wyvern. And the golden chains start to form around it, fly off there, and reach out as I cast Hex on the wyvern.
Okay.
And following that chain in the same kind of burst is going to be an Eldritch Blast.
Eldridge Blast.
Blast.
God, you're the worst.
20
That hits.
for 7 points of thunder damage, 4 points of force damage, and where's my d6? My d6 from Hex didn't get rolled in there for some reason.
Oh, yes, it
3
did.
points of necrotic damage.
No, it did. Mm-hmm. The Genie's Wrath was a 5. The Hex was a 1d. Oh, no. The Genie's Wrath is a 2. The Hex is a d6. It added it all in there.
Okay, I see. So, yeah, so it's thunder and necrotic.
I understand.
And then 4 points of force damage from the
Take it.
blast itself.
Boom. Done. It's still looking fine. Although it's got golden chains wrapped around it. Oh, Ophelia, what does your Hunter's Mark look like? Is that the one where it gets the skull of the thing on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. So it gets like the skull of a wyvern, like somewhere on its body.
Yeah, it turns the face of the javelin into like a spearhead that has the spectral wyvern head on it. Cool. All right, it's the wyvern's turn. This thing is so goddamn fast.
Sorry. It also, from Hex, it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
It's checks. Even in the new rules, it's checks.
Yeah.
Ability checks. Made with the chosen ability.
That's way less cool.
Yeah, and
All right,
I'll tell you, just real quick, and this is kind of me just giving you like a helpful hint. There is literally no other one you should do but strength.
Yeah, now that I know that, I'm going to change it to strength, knowing that I thought it was saving throw.
Like any time you cast Hex, it should
You're
always
fighting
be
a
strength.
wizard, and they're going to counterspell you. Do intelligence.
Okay, fair. There are exceptions, like if you're hiding or something.
But overwhelming majority of the time, do
Overwhelming
strength.
majority. It should just always be strength because that's the only kind of checks that are being made in. I mean, I guess Constitution, because that's a saving throw.
Yeah, even then, maybe if you want to grapple a rogue, do dexterity, so they can't do acrobatics.
But like the only checks that ever are made in combat are.
Yeah, most monsters
grapples.
use strength.
Yeah, then we'll do strength, knowing that.
Okay. All right, so it will. I mean, Vin's just right there. So it's just gonna swoop down 40 feet, and it's gonna grab Vin's horse. So here comes a claw attack for the horse. It definitely hits, and it kills the horse.
Oh, rip.
So it kills the horse, and
It's worth a shot for the silvery barbs.
Okay.
I mean, I got the resources for it.
okay.
Vin can ride on my horse. It's fine.
Yeah, like it's not the end of the world, but
Oh, it's gonna be worse because now it's grappled, and this thing's got another 40 feet of fly speed right now.
okay. So Vin is still attached to the horse.
Oh, for sure.
okay. So then, yes,
Silvery barbs.
I will silvery barbs.
And here it comes. Oh my
Hey,
god! It fucking
worked.
misses. Oh my god! All right, well,
Silvery bar.
unfortunately, that was its first attack. It still gets 2 attacks, so it will use its claws again.
Okay.
There it goes. Sorry. It
Well,
grabs the
now
horse.
Vin will have most of her hit points when she drops 40 feet.
Yeah, so it will it'll swoop down, grab onto the horse with its claws, and lift it up 40 feet into the air. Then you are currently like feeling the batting of the wings, right, as it lifts up this horse into the air. And yeah, it's currently 40 feet in the air above you guys, and it looks like it got what it wanted. So it's about to turn tail and get the fuck out of here with Vin attached. Next in the order, London Rose.
Fuck. Can I pause at you to like increase the AC if I aim like specifically at a talon to try and get it to drop even just Vin?
Let me think. Hold on.
If not, I'll just take
Okay.
a shot at it. But
So you want him to drop the horse
I want him to drop Vin.
40 feet.
Who do we got?
There are rules for disarm. A creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon or another item from a target's grasp. The attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. If the attacker wins the contest, the attack causes no damage or other ill effect, but the defender drops the item.
That was almost exactly what I was gonna do.
Can Vin shout out, please just help me get it to drop me. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're 40 feet in the air right now, but next turn you could be double that.
Yeah,
All right, you want to try to shoot?
Yeah, I'm going
All right, well
for a
let's see what I get first. Oh my god, I got a fucking 11. All you have to do is make an attack roll and beat an 11.
Okay. I can do that? Question mark.
Oh,
22.
easily.
Or
Okay.
27.
So here's what happens. You draw back the bow. Oh man. Here's the thing. Okay, no, I'm gonna just say it's fine.
Well,
Because
if it was 2 hands, it's got hacks.
this whole mounted combatant thing is like a whole thing. But you're right. I did roll an athletics check and it has hacks, so it would be a disadvantage. We're just gonna roll with it. So you pull your bow back as you're riding on the horse, you take aim, and just for the second, Django gives you the dragon eye, right?
Yes.
As you pierce down, you fire the arrow, it soars through the air, it hits the dragon's talon, it releases the horse, right? And immediately Vin drops with the horse. Now, Vin,
Okay.
I need you to do something. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw because you will take more damage if the horse lands on top of you.
What if she casts Featherfall on both herself and the horse?
Shut the fuck up.
Nice.
All right, cool.
I didn't want to let the other players know because I didn't want anyone to make the decision because like Vin hasn't told anyone this.
Sure.
But,
So what
but
is
she
it?
has
Do you got magic fucking rock dust that you...
No way. It comes out of her hands. It propels her
anti-grav
down.
thing.
Oh,
like
is it the
jetpacks.
anti-grab thing?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't
That's
think,
pretty
that's
sick.
Definitely what
Definitely.
it is.
Oh man, that's sick. So it's like the Iron Man hands push it out and you fucking
So
slow
I
down.
imagine like when she's had free time recently, she kind of like realized that she can like stop herself. Like if she like jumps up, she can slow her fall ever
Sure.
so slightly. So now she's trying it in the split second.
Awesome.
And yeah, that's
Fucking
a reaction,
done.
right?
Yeah, done.
There it
no
is.
fucking problem. All right. Cool. That's your turn, London?
That worked out pretty well. Django will take the dodge action.
Okay. I will say in this scenario, Vin, you descend, the party has left you. right? You're now like,
Oh, jeez.
you know, because
Yeah.
we're moving, right? So you fall, the rest of the group goes, and the dragon continues with the group, not with you. Actually,
Roll for
Why?
it.
Yeah. Why would it leave the stragglers?
why
and go
would
for
it
the
do
group?
that? It wouldn't do that.
Oh god.
It would stop. All right, so
Got a dead horse right
we're gonna
there,
slowly, we're gonna slow time a little bit. Where Vin falls, Feather falls herself, right? And then the dragon's gonna open up its wings, right, to slow down, and it is going to start its descent to the ground to get its fucking meal. So, August, you're next in the order. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So I think I, pull as hard as I can on the
Yeah,
reins.
you pull the reins, no problem.
and start turning around.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
yeah,
I'll give you an
and then-
actual distance here. We'll do it like an actual distance here. We'll say that's like you're only this far away.
All right, yeah, I'll ride up. I'll cast Sanctuary on my horse,
Okay.
and then I'll chill touch the wyvern.
Okay.
And miss.
Miss, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, not a very proficient rider, but horse is safe, and I'll just be another target, so it doesn't just pick up Vin and start flying away.
Okay. Next in order is Rhea. What is the horse's movement?
60 feet, I think.
60, yeah. She'll go like here. She'll go around the wyvern, ride past it. As it. Oh, I guess it's still 40 feet in the air, technically. So she will hold her action to attack it when it lands. Then you're up.
All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess we don't have disadvantage though. We keep zapping it. I don't know what else Vin would do. She's like panicking at this point.
Yeah, it's half movement to mount my horse.
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's.
But
she feels
oh,
bad
she
for
yeah,
the
she
horse,
lands
but-
on her feet, right? Yeah.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
she still like got her foot in the saddle and is like
No. With the feather
Yeah,
going
no,
fall,
to a rock.
you
The
have
horse
plenty of
landed
time
okay,
to-
but like the horse still has to get up, I assume. So Vin will. Vin
Oh,
will
your
hop
horse
on.
is
Oh,
dead.
the horse is dead.
I thought that horse got fucked up.
Yeah,
the
your
damage-
horse is
the damage
dead.
killed
Oh
it.
yeah.
It was dead before it left the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, it was dead before. Okay. I was gonna ask that before and forgot. Yeah, we're hopping on with August.
Okay.
We're getting the fuck out.
You run. August leans a hand down, pulls you up onto the back of the horse.
Yeah, she gets a little. Ooh, and she gets a little.
Oh
free.
my God! You blast into the air and you bloody this thing. You
All right,
bloody
yes,
it. You
20
bloody it
24
easily.
lightning. Yeah.
It gets blasted backwards. Okay, that's your turn.
All right, awesome. That's my turn. Yeah.
Ophelia.
And she'll just ride forward and do another javelin.
Okay. I think the yeah. I see.
Can't get close enough, so she will. Damn, misses with a 9. All right, that's it.
Tannis.
I'm gonna ride up with the rest of my party and repeat the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Make sure I got everything in order. Yes. 15.
That hits.
Okay. He'll suffer 17
17.
points of damage.
Yep, he takes it. He's looking very hurt.
That will do it for me.
Okay, it descends 40 feet to the ground. Rhea gets to attack it. She misses with the first one, hits with the second one. The wyvern will... Oh, I don't know why it would land there, though. I mean, I guess it's fine.
The horse was there.
It's gonna swing its tail out at Rhea's horse. That horse is dead. She kills Rhea's horse.
It's a bad roll for the poison.
Yeah. All right, and then it will grab onto. I think it's just gonna grab onto the already dead horse, and fly up into the air, and it has flyby, so it does not receive an attack of opportunity. It gets 40 feet into the air, but also like diagonal, right, as it's flying away from you. So the distance, like it's like 30 feet away from you, 40 feet in the air. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that is the end of the wyvern's turn. It looks like it's running away. Do you guys want to finish this thing off, or?
It'd be nice to not have to worry about it for the rest of the trip if it's like it's got easy meals here and it knows that.
Okay. All right, London, you're up.
Let's go. We're getting this thing. It's not running away from us. Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
The
The horse comes too.
Yeah, keep up, you slow horse. Django, bonus action. Lend me your eyes. Help action from Django. Dirty 20.
You kill it. How do you want to do this?
Yes. Oh, nice. So it's like he sees it taking off diagonally, and he like has the bow, and he's like he has to lead the shot by so much because this thing is just going and going.
Yeah, it's
so like
fast.
it looks like he's aimed like way over it, but the arc of the arrow comes and like
it hits him in the
hits it
head.
Right? Yeah.
And as it strikes it in the head, it's and it's flying slow too because it's got to lift this heavy fucking horse. And you hit it in the head, and it immediately starts diving downwards. It crashes into the field nearby, and dirt and shit fly up into the air as it skids a little bit and
Nice.
falls dead. And we are out of initiative.
Fuck, that's so cool. I'm never playing anything besides a ranger again. In my whole entire life.
It
Never
must be
make a
nice
melee
to
attack again.
It must be nice to play a character that can actually do some damage, huh?
Hey.
Not used to that, are we? All right.
No, certainly not.
We are out of initiative. What would you guys like to do?
Pino, you all right?
Never really been that high up. That was terrifying. But I learned I can do more than just push our enemies away with my power. I can stop myself from falling. Good to know.
And this is all from the armor. Was it Gats that made the armor for you?
No, he made the
he-
gauntlet. The lightning
He made the
launcher.
gaunt. Oh, okay.
He helped significantly. Like he did a lot of the I don't know what you call manual labor.
Yeah, London would want to say like Gat still has your back, or is like still finding ways to surprise you, something like that.
Fine. It's a good way to be remembering him. Still helping me, my Miana. She drifts off for a moment. Well, what do we do now? I don't have a horse, and Rhea over there looks crestfallen. I imagine Rhea's like
She
having a
is
really bad time.
mourning her horse.
Oh,
She's on her knees, like petting it and shit. And it's like it got poisoned to death, so it's still like twitching and like got foam in the mouth, like it's still kind of alive. So she's really devastated by that.
oh man. Yeah, I guess there's no saving your horse either, then.
No, I'll have to ride with one of you now. It's all right. I wasn't really suited for riding in the first place. If anyone were to have it happen, I guess I'm the one.
Can we track down the horse and try and get all the like supplies and shit we had
Yeah.
in the bags
yeah,
if there's anything to
Yeah,
recover?
both horses are just nearby, so yeah.
Yeah. Just like if
Oh,
there's, like,
the other horse. Yeah, that's right. He did carry one away. Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, easy.
yeah, if there's like rations
Yeah,
intact or
nothing's
like
too
a-
damaged. Yeah.
Yeah. Start to do that.
Can we get wyvern venom?
Some harvesting.
Is that how you feel, huh? Let's see.
I don't know, I feel like
I'm
London would have to be the
sure
one
that
to do
there is
that,
some
if
kind of
anybody.
rules for that.
Well, there aren't there? Like we have a druid in our other
Mm.
game that does it.
That's homebrew shit that I found.
Well,
online.
that's
what is your
homebrew,
homebrew
that's homebrew.
shit?
For a dragon, it'd be a nature check.
Uh-huh.
And it's 10 plus the challenge rating. And you roll the appropriate check, and like I got like a PDF on the DM's Guild of like stuff you can harvest from monsters.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, it's a pretty high DC actually. Okay, I'm not against that. It's a
yeah,
nature
like
check.
stack on guidance and help, and yeah, for dragons and stuff, it's like nature, like dragons and giants, it's nature, and then like devils would be like arcana, and undead would be religion.
Sure,
Stuff
sure,
like
sure. Yeah, I mean it was your idea. Do you want to help London?
London's not the smartest nature guy. He's more of a survival.
Oh well, you know who is
guy.
smart though, Vin. And nature's intelligence, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nature's
Oh yeah.
I got a flat roll.
All right, yeah. Give me some
I'll
some
cast
guidance.
guidance on you.
Okay, guidance.
Yeah, maybe
and-
London does the help action.
Okay, and you get help. So make a nature check with advantage with a D4.
The D4. Yep, I got it all.
Oh!
Okay, yeah, that's
Yes, you
that's
can.
26.
Yeah, you can get a
Wow.
vial of it like as written in the DMG. Which is actually it's like fucking potent shit, right? It's like
That's a 1,200 gold value.
Yeah, that's some really
Wow.
strong stuff. Even if I was to raise the DC, you still beat it. So, let's see, wyvern poison, yeah, 1,200. This poison must be harvested from a dead or incapacitated wyvern. A creature subjected to this poison must make a con save, DC 15, to take 7d6 poison damage on a failed save. Half as much on a success. But it only lasts for like a minute once you coat a weapon with it, right? I think that's how that works. So it's like one
Yeah.
combat, you can have a shitload of poison.
Well, you can just throw it on the
It's only on one
ground and we can
hit.
all dip our swords in it. Right? That's how that works.
Yeah, it's also just for one hit, I think.
It's not for a minute? I thought when you
A minute or until you hit, I think.
I mean, that makes more sense. Like,
Oh, what is it,
76
seven-
damage repeatedly
Oh, also,
would be quite a bit.
a character can also just, we're still good, but I have rules right here that says a character can instead, this is DMG stuff, attempt to harvest poison from a poisonous creature, such as a snake, wyvern, or carrion crawler. The creature must be incapacitated or dead, and the harvesting requires 1d6 minutes, followed by a DC 20 nature check.
DC
But you,
20.
yeah, but you beat it, so we're good. I was gonna make it
Wow.
DC 20 anyways, because I didn't think it wasn't 16 wasn't high enough in my opinion. But yeah, I think I have something for like injury. No, it doesn't say. Wait. Remains potent until delivered through a wound. Yep. So once it hits,
You
it's
get
no
one,
longer.
yeah.
You get one. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah, it's-
insanely overpowered.
That's
Just
why
for
it's
a
bad-
full minute. You're...
It's better to do it on a melee weapon because it lasts for that 1 minute or until you hit. Because on a ranged weapon, if you miss, whoops.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
Tennessee.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, guys, trust the process. Give it to me.
All right. So Vin gets it, so that's no problem.
Yeah, she'll hold it up and be like, "All right, who wants to take this off my hands while I wash my gauntlets?"
Yeah, let's not have the person who carries around all the seasonings have that.
The
Why are these
cook.
mushrooms extra spicy?
Yeah.
My mouth is going numb.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, the numbing spice, not the hot spice.
I like
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So who takes it? I don't care.
Might look.
Okay, tennis, the melee.
give
people.
you-
Tennis.
Yeah. give the
Also,
coke
I
that
said
sugar
it
to
lasted
Luna.
a minute because that felt right, but I just read the rules and it says it lasts until you fucking wash it off or hit somebody. with it.
Oh,
So basically, get one good hit.
You get one good hit, and you can have it all day on there if you want. I felt like it was a minute, but that doesn't seem right because you would have to do it in combat. And like an assassin doesn't carry around the poison to blade. He doesn't use his action on his turn to coat the blade. He's already got the poison blade. So I don't think that minute thing's actually accurate. I feel like just my brain told me that.
So am I getting it then? Is that the decision?
Take it, yeah.
All right, Tanis is yours.
Take it, and I'm not gonna put it on my Kopech now, but I'll put it in my bag.
So 2 things. One, the refugees are like, holy mother of God, that was crazy. You guys just killed a dragon. Like, in their opinion, you just, like, are dragon slayers now. You know what I mean?
Crazy or cool?
Both. They're like, oh my God, that was awesome. Rhea, however, is super upset. She's had a bad couple of days. And now her horse is dead. And she's a hell rider, and she currently doesn't have a ride.
We have brought this poor woman nothing but misfortune since the very day we met her.
It would have been a lot worse if we weren't here than Wyvern was.
It's true.
She looks mournfully at all of your horses.
I'm not the best at this, but if somebody wants to go console her. London, you're pretty good with animals.
Me? I suppose.
Baldur can give up his horse, by the way. If he needs to, he can just ride with you guys.
Yeah, Lennon would go over and put a hand on her shoulder. She's like on her knees, consoling this.
Yeah, she is.
Dead horse. No, it's no consolation, but you're welcome to my horse. It's been loyal, and what's a hell rider without the bride?
What is your horse's name?
This is 1-2.
What is it?
1-2.
1-2?
Yeah.
Okay. What
It's a fun little Easter egg. That was the name of our little like duck guy when we got to name all of our things last campaign. What were those quack things called?
What were they called?
The axe
Beak.
beaks?
The axe beaks.
That was Big
There
Swell's axe beak.
I remember Ranger, but I guess you guys all had axe beaks for a ride with the Regettes, right?
At one point, yeah, we all had them, and we all got to name them.
Oh, there you go. Okay, 1-2, yeah. She'll take you up on that offer after she feels like she has mourned her horse long enough. You guys have gotten the poison and all that stuff.
Yeah, bring the reins, introduce them, animal handling stuff.
Okay. No problem. She immediately connects with the horse. It's like a thing Elturians do.
That's right.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. You guys continue to ride for the rest of the day. I guess.
Oh wait. Oh,
yeah.
Who's been riding with it?
Yeah, and also I guess London is gonna take over, or like London's gonna ride passenger with Philaster, if he wants.
Okay, so if London's with Philaster, then Vin will be with I guess August, since August was already in the back.
I don't want to go with Philaster. I want to go with August.
no, I want to go with August.
London's gonna run over to August and just hop on.
You bastard.
Right,
All
I
right.
guess he got here first, so don't...
I'm glad we get to sit together. I didn't finish telling you about the Kalashite steel.
Go talk to that guy about his Kalashite steel, and now he can't do fucking anything against ranged creatures.
No,
She kind of like changes face to be polite when she starts talking up Philaster. Of course, the Kalashite steel, yes.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me the curing mechanism.
Right, he just like fucking talks your ear off. Okay, cool. So that day goes by on the rest of the day. Done.
So that was the morning that happened?
That was midday.
Midday, okay.
Yeah. It is currently... Find my notes. The 5th day out of Baldur's Gate.
What was Rhea's horse's name?
Bill.
R.I.P. Bill from my notes. Okay.
So actually her horse's name was Marigold. So the day goes by uneventfully. It's the night. Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
Is this our last night? No, we still have
No,
2
you
more
have quite
days.
a long
Yeah.
time, yeah. Well, the next day, around midday, the day after tomorrow, you will have to part ways.
The day after.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Candlekeep is off of the coastway. You have to take its own road to Candlekeep. They need to continue on to the coastway. The next town is called Burgast or Burgost. Yeah, Burgost, and then south of Burgost is Athkatla. I think there's one more town before Athkatla, but they're in the region.
Well, Ophelia might pull August aside and say, what do we think about telling her about the cultists we've been facing? If she's a Hellrider, she might still be in danger no matter where she is.
She should certainly, that's tough to say, know that she's in danger.
Well, I'll tell her.
Or could be in danger. I mean, Amric was the one in charge of most of that, if I recall.
Whatever they want with dead Hellriders, I can't guarantee it was only happening in Baldur's Gate. I mean, these refugees must have gone damn near everywhere.
Yeah, this can't be the first group to have headed for Athkatla.
We'll just warn her she's in danger. We'll see what details she needs. Just rejoin the party around a campfire. Ray, Rhea, besides you, are there any knights or any Hellriders in your party? The refugees?
No.
Or descendants of noble houses of Elturel?
Not that I know of. The group of Hellriders I was with, most of them decided to make their way back towards the ruins of Elturel. See if they could salvage anything.
During our investigations, we know that those who took an oath in Elturel, us knights and Hellriders, are being actively hunted down. Not by Baldurian guards, but by a cult.
Why?
Well, I don't think we can say for sure. We know it has to deal with family lineage back in Elturel. Actually, out of game, would Ophelia make a connection to the book her name was put into when she was...
The Creed Resolute?
Yeah, the Creed Resolute.
Oh, what about it?
Would she make a connection that putting her name into a book, all of these Hellriders and all of these, knights, could that maybe be a reason why?
You can certainly put that together in your mind. Like, that's not something out of the realm of what Ophelia would understand.
Okay. Then Ophelia will say, Rhea, when you took your oath, do you remember placing your name into the Creed Resolute?
Of course.
Drop of blood.
It was the greatest day of my life.
Well, my name was in there too, and I was attacked by a cultist in the night. More than once. I don't know what it necessarily means, but it could be because our names are in there.
Thank you for telling me this. I will keep it in mind. I'm sure I can handle myself.
Just letting you know you should be cautious.
Thank you. It seemed like she was about to say, like, the companion, bless you, or blessed
Yeah.
be the companion, or whatever, but she just kind of doesn't.
There was an awkward silence between the two.
Of course. Okay. Anything else? Okay. The next day of travel is uninterrupted, as is half of the following day. As you guys will make your way, like, right there, let's say. With the refugees, everyone's sort of tired. And around midday. So, okay, so that was a whole day that just went by the way. I'll make sure
Okay,
that's
so we had that conversation with Ray on the night of the 23rd. So now
Okay.
it's the 25th.
Yeah,
or 5.
25th, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Midday of the 25th. That's right.
Okay, and also I've been keeping track of the spell slots for Nistol's magic aura and stuff. I haven't mentioned it.
Mhm.
I forgot to mention it the past couple of days, but
That's fine.
it's like eight days now.
If you've been keeping track of it, I trust in you to keep track of it. Okay, so the road branches. The coastway branches. And you will see a signpost on the corner of the branch with one way pointing south that says Burgost, and the other way pointing west that says Candlekeep.
I suppose this is where we part ways.
Our paths must converge, or diverge.
Can't believe it's already been 4 days. I feel like I still have a lifetime of questions to ask you. Very own Hellrider right here. That's how fate goes sometimes, I suppose.
I can't express the depth of my gratitude. I know I speak for everyone here that we are all thankful of your help. We would not be here today if it wasn't for your bravery.
Best way to repay us is make it to Athkatla safely.
We will manage. And she will look towards Ophelia. Though it is gone, the companion's light will guide us, as it always has.
Companion's light.
She will say, if our paths cross again, I will stand ready, blade in hand, as a friend and an ally. But until that day, ride swift and ride true. Farewell.
Stay safe. It's a dangerous road ahead. Keep your eyes up.
She will look towards London. I'll take good care of one too.
I have no doubt that you will.
She
Do you
will.
have any?
Good.
Do you have any final words of wisdom before you go? Or one who might also choose the path of the Hellriders.
She thinks. She sort of cringes a little bit. Not even sure what the Hellriders are anymore. Keep to your morals. Never falter. Do only what you know is right.
London's like almost silently repeating these selves as to like lock those into memory and like eventually get that tattooed on his chest one day.
She will nod towards you, London, and then she'll do just like a little finger like bye at Django, who's like super stoked, but she's like, whatever. Is there anything else you would like to say to Rhea or the refugees before they carry on with their adventure to Athkatla? All right.
We missed.
Farewell, my friends. And they will head off as you guys turn your horses and head towards Candlekeep. Now, how many days is it going to take you to get to Candlekeep?
What's the use? It doesn't matter anymore.
So it's a day. So basically, you got to camp like right outside of Candlekeep and arrive in the morning, basically. So that's one more day. Go ahead and cross it off. And then it is the new day. And like an hour or two, you will be at Candlekeep. As you crest the final hill, the vast fortress of Candlekeep comes into view.
Whoa. Whoa.
Clinging to the very edge of a jagged promontory cliff that plunges steeply into the crashing ocean below. The entire citadel rises like a solitary titan, perched precariously upon the edge of the world. Its sprawling walls of pale stone encircle the ancient stronghold, towering high against the endless expanse of the sea and sky. The first thing that strikes you is the sheer size of it, dominated by one colossal central structure, a grand fortress-like building that looms over the rest of the complex. Its high walls seem to stretch forward to the heavens, fortified by immense buttresses that brace against the cliffside itself. Sunlight glints off the many windows of the towering central keep, casting a pale glow across the stark landscape. Around it, banners bearing the crest of Candlekeep flutter in the salty coastal winds, the ocean's roar ever present beneath. Surrounding this imposing keep is a labyrinth of towers, far too many to count, each one of unique and singular design. It's as though each tower was constructed by a different hand in a different age. These towers are connected by countless arched walkways and bridges, which crisscross through the air like a spider's web of stone, like linking structure to structure in a bewildering, almost haphazard manner. The entire citadel is a maze of stone and knowledge, built for scholars but fortified like a fortress, standing firm atop the sheer cliff, with the ocean pounding the rocks far below. As you take in the sight, Baldur will extend a hand. My friends, let me be the first to say, welcome to Candlekeep. And that's where we're in the session.
Perfect. Perfect.
Made it.
Okay. Let me do the outro. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all on the next dive into The Descent. Stay sharp and farewell, adventurers.
Farewell, adventurers.
Happy Halloween, adventurers.
Happy Halloween, adventurers. Okay, so I want to show you guys something real quick. Because it's pretty fucking tight.
Aren't you glad we brought the refugees along?
There's Candlekeep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
this is really cool.
Damn.
This is so cool.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yep. Welcome to Candlekeep, boys.
Like, Chris has never seen this city fortress thing before.
Crazy they made a real thing out of the starting area from Baldur's Gate 1.
Oh, it's a real thing. Oh boy, do I know everything about Candlekeep now. Yeah, it really is. Like just this giant open. We'll learn about it. You'll learn about it.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's pretty tight, right?
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Emerald door? Is that
Oh.
glowing?
Oh yeah, baby. Welcome to Candlekeep, boys. You're gonna get the full experience, I reckon. Not the full experience, but you'll get the full experience.
Yeah.
Is this in The Descent, like the actual
This
game?
is my game, Chris.
Cool. Dude, I'm so glad you added this in. This is badass.
Yeah, this map is from Candlekeep Mysteries. I bought it, and there's this cool thing on Roll20 where you can literally take maps from other games and put them in your game.
Cool.
So I just grabbed the map because I looked online and you can't find this map in this quality anywhere. So
Yeah.
I bought Candlekeep Mysteries and then just took the main map and brought it to. And you can also take handouts and shit. So like I
sweet.
took all the information about Candlekeep that's in Candlekeep Mysteries and just brought it over.
That book's got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it's like tells you everything about Candlekeep, everything you need to know.
Is this an eyeball here? What the fuck's going on?
Right. I spy a dragon.
Oh,
Oh,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Oh,
Where's
yeah,
Waldo in this bit?
Yeah.
There's some crazy shit.
There's a snail.
This is
on
like
this
what Long Saddle. Like everything is magical here.
Is this like where we were last campaign, the Magic City?
Yeah, it's similar. Not as crazy. Not as crazy.
What was that one called? Necropolis or something?
Yeah, the Yithrin.
Yithrin.
Yeah, not as crazy as Yithrin. Yithrin is like other next level. This is like way rudimentary compared to that.
Wow.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty tight.
Wild.
Like they
know
teleport the towers here. All of these towers, I kind of alluded to it before. All of the towers are built elsewhere and are teleported into the city. So that's why, and each person that brings their library with them in the tower builds their own crazy tower so that they can like be unique and on their own. And so like every tower in this place is unique and wild as hell and has like different force fields and or like, giant gear themed or dragon themed or whatever, you know. It's like they got everything here. You guys don't get to do all that. They will not. They're not going to let you explore the Grand Library.
This would be cool for Baldur's Gate 4, the video game, if they do it here.
It's not
It's
gonna be
literally
Baldur's Gate 4.
that's the first game. They made it 25 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's like just like the
Yeah, it's a
opening
starting
entrance,
area.
right? Yeah.
You,
don't get
you
to,
go
like,
back to
start
there after a while.
all- I never
and,
got
like,
that far.
What's his face? Saravok shows up. Candlekeep, and you have like dreams about the Slayer.
Yeah, but that's see, because they didn't even let you in the main library in that game either, because you're not allowed in the fucking
And
library.
like you live there, and
Right.
like they wouldn't let you in.
Right. That's super common in Candlekeep. I learned a lot about Candlekeep. Like I know a lot about it now. So anyways, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it. That's next week, right? I mean, everybody's gonna make it.
I mean, we
Yep.
can play Friday.
Oh.
The 6th, right? We're all good for the 6th.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'll fucking see you boys in Candlekeep.
All right.
Oh
Sounds
boy,
good. Can't wait,
it's gonna
man.
be
Fuck,
fucking.
that was awesome.
Yeah, it's
Really
gonna be
hope we
awesome.
made it to Candlekeep this session, but
Yep. Well, the way that things panned out, what's it called? Pacing wise, I had to make this a whole nother travel session.
fine. No, I'm just excited to check it out.
Yeah, me too. I'm ready.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could keep running. I have like all of Candlekeep prepared, so.
Oh, let's keep going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Start up the stream. Let's go.
All right. I'll catch you guys later.
Cool,
All
boys.
right.
See you next week.
Bye.
Hey, guys.